everybody, there are actually a few ideas I wanted to do a video on this week, but considering that it is Mother's Day on Sunday, I guess I kind of have to do this in order to, be of relevance, because otherwise this video will be of no relevance until next Mother's Day. So, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and it is a video that I guess I wanted to do for a long time, just to kind of like shed light on the situation, even though it's, I hope that nobody really has to go through this, but in the event that you do, that that somebody is out there, that has felt the same way, and it's, being motherless on Mother's Day is hard, especially if you're a female. I don't, like, females, like, have a special connection with the mothers, males have a special connection with the fathers. Most of the time, it's not always the case, but most of the time it is, and I think the vast majority will probably agree that, like, it just is a thing that happens. Not to say that, if you're not female, that it's not hard to be motherless on Mother's Day. It's just, like, it's still difficult either way. But, so, what a lot of people don't understand, really, I guess, which is not their fault, and it's, like, no one's fault, really, but it's just the way that we conceive, like, how it's supposed to be, is that, everyone has a mother that they should thank and whatever, but, which is entirely true, but, I mean, what it's like to be motherless on Mother's Day is very, like, it's like, it is a day specifically designed to make sure that you know that you're not normal, like, that you don't belong, and it's a day to really, like, just, like, point it out in the spotlight, and if you are lucky enough to not have a mother, but have a female in your life that, like, represents a mother, you feel the need to, like, acknowledge her, but then it comes to this area where it's like, do they not want to be acknowledged as, a mother? And that was kind of what I was dealing with a couple days ago. It's almost like you're intruding if you do it, especially if they have kids. Especially if they have kids, it feels like you're being intrusive on their relationship, I guess would be the correct terminology, I guess. But, like, just feels like you are inserting yourself into a place that you don't belong, and that they know that you don't belong, and, they try to accept it to be nice, but, if push comes to shove, that they would rather not have you there, because they would just want to celebrate with their own kids or their own mothers or whatever. So it feels really intrusive that you are there, that you are trying to, celebrate the holiday that like, we say that you should. Like, in the case with me, you have no grave to visit. I mean, her ashes are right over there on the dresser, but it's like you have no grave to visit, and it's just, you're there, like, something that people don't really, I guess, take into consideration, that you have no, like, real tangible thing. Like, you don't have a grave that you can go to, you don't have a, something, especially when she dies young, like mine did. She was 37. It's like you really don't have a whole lot to go on, It's not like, she had this specific thing that she would always do or whatever. You know, she was sick since I was 2, and then she died when I was 12. So, I mean, there wasn't a big chance for me to really get to know her even. So, like, there's not a whole lot of, like, tangible things that are, like, just her own, you know? Yeah, you feel, like, very intrusive. You feel like you don't belong. Like, you are not supposed to belong, you know? And why are you trying? Why are you trying to have a good day? Why are you trying to do anything on this day when you clearly don't belong? And it's almost like reprimanding you for, you know, trying, you know, and because you know that trying your hardest, no matter how hard it is, will never be good enough because you're just, you know, they just decided that you shouldn't have this thing that everyone else has. It's hard. It's really hard. This is my 11th Mother's Day without her, and it's still hard. But it's like I have a hairpin trigger around this time too, and it sucks. And it sucks for everyone involved. And like you know, like you sit and try your hardest, but it's never good enough. You know, it's just like sitting and trying, like, for what? Like, you'll never have a mother again. You know? Or like if you're in a toxic relationship with your mother and just physically can't be around her for your own health or your own safety, then people will try to guilt trip you into doing so. And like, they don't understand that you might not make it out, you know? But again, you still feel like you still feel like scum because it's like you should have this relationship with the person that is supposed to love you unconditionally. Because I know, you know, with my father, I kind of figured, you know, but you're supposed to have this relationship with this person that's supposed to love you unconditionally, and like you look at the mall, which, you know, I work at the mall. You look at the mall or like just around, and there are, you know, middle-aged mothers, you know, with their kids, or, you know, there are people my age with their mothers going around and, you know, having a good time, and you just feel like an overwhelming jealousy, and it sucks. It really does. It's like, why couldn't I have that? You know, what was so bad that I couldn't have that? What did I do that I didn't deserve this? You know, and it's a very unhealthy state of mind to be in, but it's like almost you can't help it, and I mean, all this to say that if you do have a mother this Sunday that is still with you and that you can still be around, and just thank her, and then thank her for all of us that you know who can't. Alrighty, but I will see you in the comments. We can discuss this further. If you are like me and are motherless on Mother's Day, or if you just want to continue on the conversation and get a little more insight so that you don't add to this jealousy or whatever, which again, it's not your fault either, you know, you're just doing what you're doing. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't want to make this too long, but I will see you in the comments. And next week will guarantee to be a lighter week. But I need to take a shower first. Okay, so I will see you in the comments. Alright, bye.